How's it going, guys? Hope you're all having a terrific day. We have another 3-star character who is Champ Max. It is Thor. And unlike Ragnarok, Thor is actually good. So let's go ahead and take a look at him and see what he does. So he is a red, yellow, green, which is the standard Thor color build. Really cool cover by Oliver Koipel. I think I might have had that cover. 16 to 13. Definitely has more health than your average 3-star who's Champ Max. Of course, that's the case because that's what Thor is. He's a strong character. Colors are red, yellow, green, as we mentioned. And before getting into the powers, the basic rundown of Thor is that he kind of generates all the AP that he needs for his powers. So red's going to generate yellow, yellow's going to generate green, and green is the power that you want to use to hurt everybody. But we'll take a look. So red is Mjolnir's Might, and it is 8. And Thor brings his hammer down on the enemy, dealing 1685 damage. The magical energies of his hammer begin to charge his next strike, adding 3 yellow tiles to the board. That's at 3 covers. And at 5 covers, it's more damage, same number of yellow tiles. So that's why I generally keep this power at 3 covers, because I'm not really trying to kill anybody with Mjolnir's Might. I really want to build up to Call the Thunder. And you get the same amount of tiles, so it's not really worth putting more covers to that. Second power, Thunder Strike, it's 12. Yellow, expensive, as I always like to say. A lightning bolt pierces the sky and rips into the target, dealing 2,226 damage. A storm is brewing, 6 green tiles are added to the board. So at 5 covers, damage is upped a little bit, but you get 9 green tiles added to the board. So that's the big thing right there. So he's going to generate quite a bit more in green tiles when you get Thunder Strike up to 5 covers. So I would recommend putting this at 5. And his last power, Call the Storm, it's 14 green, pretty expensive, but Thor summons a violent storm to smite the enemy. The rage of the heavens rains down on the battlefield, doing 3,852 damage to the target, and 1,926 damage to all other enemies. That's at 3 covers, which, by the way, is pretty much just about better than Ragnarok at 5 covers. At 5 covers, you get a whopping 5,564 damage and 2,782 damage to all other enemies. So, again, this was before my time, but back when the game was young and there weren't that many characters, I think Thor was actually one of the best characters in the game, probably because of the amount of damage that he used to do. But anyways, moving along. So Call the Storm is expensive, and Lightning Strike, is that what his yellow was? Thunder Strike is expensive also. So we need to focus on getting AP for these 2 powers. So the problem is, in the 3-star range, there just aren't any characters that generate yellow, to my knowledge. Like, I've scrolled through the 3 stars, and I can't think of anybody who actually creates some. Now, if you had 4 stars, like Sandman and Kingpin, those guys generate yellow. So if you have them, you know, they would make a good pairing with Thor, because really, he's pretty good at generating enough green by himself. If you can somehow find a way to, like, rip off Thunder Strike a couple times, you're probably going to turn the board, like, pretty green. That being the case, Call the Storm, green. We have a couple characters that can generate green. We have Grey Black Widow with Deceptive Tactics. However, if you're going to have Grey Black Widow in the party, you probably don't need Thor in your party, because Sniper Rifle at 5 covers is probably better than Call the Storm, unfortunately. So it's a little bit more expensive, but then you're probably finding a way to, like, make this work anyways. The other character who can generate green is Kamala Khan. If there's any others, I'm just not thinking of them right now, but since I'm not going to be redundant and use Grey Black Widow, and also my Grey Black Widow is kind of weak, we're going to go ahead and use Kamala Khan in a party with him. So let's go ahead and find a fight. This is going to be a little bit weird because he's actually powered up in this PvE event. So we've already done that one to satisfaction. Let's go ahead and do this. So since he's powered up, he's going to cover red, yellow, and green, like no matter what, unless you have like a 5 in your party. Okay, actually, so this works too. What I would say, well, let's get Kamal in the party first. Okay, so Kamal is cool. Her purple is going to generate green, and then she also has a really cool power to boost heal, which is going to probably help because, you know, Thor might take a hit, Kamala might take a hit, whatever. What I would say is if you had a stronger character to cover in purple or green, that's who you want to have tank or whatever in this party. So if you had a Patch who was a stronger level than your Thor, who had a stronger green, that means that Thor and Kamala, I don't think Kamala, let's see what her colors are. Yeah, she's yellow as her strongest color. So if you had someone like Patch, whose strongest color is green, and had a higher damage amount than either Thor or Kamala, he's going to be the one who's going to be taking the damage whenever you match green, which is a good thing. So that would be a good character to have my Patches beat up. If you have someone who can heal, who covers purple, then that would also be good because you can cover Kamala. So Deken is actually powered up in this match. He's going to be stronger than Kamala. That's who I'll probably end up using. Just for curiosity's sake, I want to take a look at Rocket and Groot. If his green is his strongest color, then he would also be a good person to put in this party. Great. No, so yellow is his strongest color, so he would have to be really stronger in comparison to the other two characters to be the one taking the damage for green matches. So we'll go ahead and pick Deken. My Deken is actually a little bit weaker than my Kamala, so if he wasn't powered up in this fight, he would be, Kamala would be the one taking damage, but in this match, Deken will actually take the damage for the purple matches, and he has the ability to heal, which is a +2. So this party actually works out pretty well. Okay, so as you can see, green is exposed to Thor, and we have a lot of other colors that aren't, so we would like to match purple. There's just not a lot of purple on the board, though. But let's see what we can do. Alright, we got a nice purple right here. So Kamala's purple doesn't generate green as well as Gray Black Widow's, but it's an alternative. So if you don't have a Gray Black Widow with like 5 in Deceptive Tactics, then you can use her turret too as kind of a fill-in. Oh, but this is cool. Alright, so they're hooking us up. We got a nice 5 in purple right here. That should go pretty far. So we'll use Inhuman Stretchiness. So she's going to convert a chosen basic tile and 4 random basic tiles to the same color of the same color to green. So we'll go ahead and let's do black. Is that going to help us? Probably not. Whatever. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? Okay, so there's that. And then we have a 4 don't really particularly like this critical tile sitting here. Alright, that's what we wanted. So it takes a while, but we have enough for Call the Thunder. So let's go ahead and just rip it off right now. I Call the Storm. So this is definitely boosted damage, since he's at level 300 and something. Instead of being 5,000 whatever and 2,000 whatever, we have close to like 10,000 as like the max damage. I'll take it. And we get that nice burst heal from Kamala. So we'll use Mjolnir's Might. Might as well just waste it. That's going to create some yellow tiles. And actually, chemical react. This is kind of a little bit better than I had planned. I didn't think about it, but chemical reaction actually creates green tiles as well. So deals 15-10 damage to the target, converts two basic blue tiles to green, and converts up to 4 friendly strike tiles to basic tiles. So that's a cool little bonus as well that I wasn't even thinking about. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we're just creating green all over the place. Might as well. So again, Thor, kind of like Grey Black Widow, has some pretty good attacks. The only thing is they're just a bit expensive. He does help himself build to those attacks, but it'll take a while. So probably what you want to do is pair him up with people who can create yellow and create green. Again, if you have 4 stars like Sandman and Kingpin, that'll help by creating yellow. And if you have, you know, someone like Grey Black Widow, Kamala, that'll help in generating green. You could also pair him up with Loki, and whenever the computer matches a 4, you'll just steal a whole bunch of AP, so that's another way you could go at it. But I think with Thor, the key is really about generating that AP, and also trying to find a way to not get him beat up. So Thor actually has a really slow heal rate, so when he takes damage, it takes him a long time to get back to full health. So anyways, we'll go ahead and sell off Thor. Although he's a cool character, he's not really essential. Like some characters like Doc Strange and Thanos, I would probably recommend creating a duplicate of if you have the ability to. Thor, unfortunately, just isn't really necessary, so you can go ahead and sell him off, get some money. So anyways, hopefully you found that entertaining and insightful, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.